God be the glory.
Absolutely, all the time. I love your hair.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, you have so much to offer. You're an author. You are a doctor already, or you're about to?
I'm a doctor candidate. I'll be graduating in July.
Oh my.
Right.
You are a fashion designer, and I'm looking at all of your wonderful fashions and designs that you've created yourself.
Along with Dr. Heyman in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Awesome, awesome. Can you go from outfit to outfit and explain to us the different pieces?
The first one is from Crack to Price. The second one is Break Every Chain. And then Standing on His Promise.
Okay.
Phenomenal Woman. Oh my gosh. Aren't we all?
Yes.
I don't look like what I've been through. Virtuous Woman. Okay? The family that prays together stays together. And Swag.
Okay.
Say with amazing praise. Yes, let's start with the end one, because that is my testimony.
Okay.
When you talked about fear, from crack to Christ was my journey. And fear played a very important role in my life, because I couldn't go through life as normal people would and have, because I had a lot of fear. And I sought to escape my fear with doing drugs and alcohol. And that was a way of giving me false courage. And as a result of that, I became addicted to a lifestyle for 14 years, and it ended at the age of 34. So my journey is from crack to Christ, and 28 years ago, while underneath a parked car in the streets of Philadelphia, after getting high with my stepson and doing all kinds of sex activities with him, when everything was said and done, he wanted to do me harm. And I feared for my life. And I ran from him. And as I was running, I saw the bottom of the car, which reminded me of going underneath the bed as a child when I had fear. And while underneath that car, I hollered out to a God that I didn't know. I had heard about, but I didn't know him personally for myself. I thought that he didn't love me, didn't want me. I was not deserving of his love because of all the things that I had done. And so underneath that parked car, fear gripped me to the point where, after being raped, attempted suicides, I even committed murder. I had an abortion, and I consider that murder. I was a prostitute. And while underneath that parked car, fear gripped me so much that I called out to this God that I didn't know to take me out this life now or show me a better way. From that point on, fear took on a different meaning. Instead of face everything and run, face everything and recover.
Awesome.
Facing everything and recover, these 28 years, God has prepared me to be sitting in this chair next to you. Nothing happens by mistake.
That is so true.
Nothing. Everything that we go through was destined for us to go through to get where we are.
Absolutely.
And so, my book, From Crack to Christ, is my journal that I wrote 28 years ago that talks about leaving that world of addiction, fearful of living without it, but how to take advantage of our daily bread to make a better decision for a better future. Yes. And so when I was on my book tour, someone said, "You don't look like what you've been through." And she got me this dress, and we started talking about me being a role model and a walking testimony.
Yes.
Amen.
I believe in wearing the designer's clothes now.
Yes.
And so between her and I, we come up with the sayings. I buy the clothes, she orders the transfers, she presses them, I get them pressed, I sell them, and this is my life now. And I don't have a brick and mortar building. My boutique is in the battlefield.
in addition to you being an author, a designer, a doctorate candidate, and so many more successes, you're also a radio host,
Yes.
personality. Talk about that.
It's a TV talk show.
Mhm.
In Wilmington, Delaware, on the cable channel 28 through Comcast, we have 350,000 subscribers. And the show is called Choosing a New Way of Life.
Awesome.
And we talk about walking through the fear so that we can walk into our destiny.
Awesome.
Wow.
And so one of the beautiful things about choosing a new way of life is present, choosing.
Okay.
And I believe that we are chosen because he knows which ones he's going to use. And I thank God that out of my mother's 6 children, that I was the chosen one. Even though I was the black sheep, the prodigal child, the one that was not going to be anything but had dreams and stuff. But guess what? My TV talk show's been going on for 20 years now. And I didn't think I had any experience, right? But when I go to 12-step meetings, we share our story, we give our testimony. And someone said, would you like to be on TV to talk about your story? I said, no. And I had to go on prayer for a year to ask God to prepare me for what he wants me to do. And I've been talking for the last 20 years.